Hello. Amy Scott McLean here, owner of WellnessWise, registered dietitian nutritionist, certified health and well-being coach, here today to talk about stress. Because we all have stress, we totally do. And even if you don't think you have stress, you do. I think people think that you can always tell when you're feeling stressed, but that is not always the case. Chronic stress, which is this constant underlying high cortisol, that's your stress hormone, can cause problems in the body that you may not think are happening. Last week we talked about inflammation and sugar. And sugar is here again connected to stress. So I just wanted to talk to you today about a few things that might be happening in your body that you don't know are associated with stress. So the first one is that your skin is breaking out. You suddenly find that you have some adult acne, and that could be because your stress levels are high, and that stress is causing inflammation in the body, and your body's response is to have breakouts on your skin, which then leads to the sugar and the chocolate cravings, and that is also a sign of stress. It can also be a sign of your hormones being out of whack, but it may not be the problem. So studies have shown that premenopausal and postmenopausal women continue to have cravings for chocolate and sweet treats. And their hormones are the culprit there. You could also be deficient in magnesium if you are craving chocolate. But there is also research that supports that you may have an increased craving for sugar because of cortisol, a hormone, when you are stressed. So just think about that. Like, if you're feeling some stress, do you have that craving for sugar, or is it an emotional response? Are you looking for something to soothe that stress and you reach for the cookie, the candy, or anything else, sweet, ice cream, whatever it might be for you? So just think about, is it your hormones or is it actually stress causing that rise in cortisol and that rise in inflammation in the body? Another one is that you have an upset stomach. Stress can cause an upset stomach, and that brain-gut connection, nerve pathways, can cause digestive problems. And there's a study that I recently read about people who are stressed have 3 times more abdominal pain than people who don't have as much stress in their life. So think about that. How do you have a regular stomach ache? Do you have a regular feeling of just uncomfortable rumbling in your belly? And that could be related to stress. Are you having that foggy, fuzzy thinking, that foggy memory problem? So also could be related to hormones, and particularly for pre and postmenopausal women, that is a common thing. But it can also be because of stress, and chronic stress can affect your decision-making skills. It can affect your ability to remember, and just a little bit on the side of, where did I put my keys? How come I can't remember that? It could be that underlying chronic stress. It can also cause sleep problems. Now, if you're stressed, and you're restless, you're not going to sleep well. And so remember that 8 hours of sleep is what's recommended by the Sleep Federation, and doing things to help alleviate stress like meditation, calm exercise, repetitive rhythmic breathing. We talked about that on, I shared about that on Instagram and Facebook on Monday. So just think about, if you're not sleeping well, is it because you have this chronic stress level, and what can you do to create a good sleep routine so that you sleep better, which then helps to have less stress. See, they're all connected, right? Everything is completely connected. So do you feel like your stress is in control or out of control? There are days that you could feel like your stress is totally in control, but we've been through 2 years now of pandemic living, and there could be this underlying chronic stress that you just aren't connecting. So I just want to encourage you to be mindful of what's going on in your body and how stress has become the norm for you, and how you might be able to recognize things that are going on in your body so that you can alleviate stress and get yourself just a little bit healthier. So ways that you can relieve stress without reaching for the cookie is to start a mindfulness practice, being aware, being present in this moment, not multitasking, which keeps you present in this moment, and to also start a meditation practice. So if you spend 5 to 20 minutes every day in this quiet state, that will relieve stress, will help you sleep, will change your cravings. It will help you not feel tired. That's another one. Like if you're not sleeping well, you're going to feel tired. And having high emotions and having high stress is draining. So that can also be another sign that you are stressed if you feel tired all the time. So what else can you do? You can start a exercise routine. Of course, if you want to start a strenuous exercise routine, you need to check with your healthcare provider to make sure that you are fit for exercise. But moving your body, just walking, can help alleviate stress. Sitting and doing something with hand weights can help alleviate stress. Doing a little bit of yoga, doing some journaling is also a way to alleviate stress. So those are my tips for today. And if you would like any help with reaching your health and well-being goals, I'm Amy Scott McLean, and that's what I do. I'm here to help. I have a special going on right now for 3 well-being coaching sessions for $222 because of yesterday's 22 day. That's good for this week only. So if you are listening to this and you would like a little help, I do have that special going on. And of course, if you like what you hear, subscribe to YouTube or follow along on Facebook. Until next time, we'll see you later.